Hello, people. I think it's time for us to address body shaming. America has become sensitive to the point where you come up with words and phrases to defend and support nonsense. Where I come from, body shaming was not a word or a phrase. People called you out for being chubby, for being plump, fat, thick, and husky. And if you teased a child, and I do say tease, when you teased a child, where I come from, they did not commit suicide. They may have cried. They may have missed a day out of school. And then lastly, they kicked your ass for teasing them. Or the big girl or guy was cool as fuck and everybody was friends. Maybe come middle school, they came back off a summer break, slim, a few pounds smaller, or maybe about time they reached high school. Now, the ones that just remain fat throughout elementary, middle school, and high school, those are the ones that need therapy. Because those are the ones that ate themselves damn near to death for comfort. Their parents got divorced. They were molested by anybody. They were verbally abused. They were physically abused, whatever the case may be. And I'm not being insensitive to either one of those situations. If that is the root cause for them to be obese. But if that is not your situation, then I'm not talking about you. Because you are the ones that got so much confidence that you're walking out here half-ass naked. And time somebody say something to your fat ass, it's body shaming. You ought to be ashamed of yourself to be telling somebody they fat and they eat too much. Let them eat. No, see, that's the problem. No, it's not let them eat. It's check their ass. And I'm not saying that you have to be small to wear that small shit. No, it does not look good either way. But for you big ones that want to wear shit in your pussy and stuck up your ass, you need a fucking mirror. Who told you? Who told you, other than yourself, that shit looks good? You look nasty. And when I say nasty, Let me give you a description of your big old fat, nasty looking legs. Your big fat crater dented in fat pockets hanging off your legs. Your arms, your neck, and your back. Who told you if you came out like that, it's because you're confident? Who told you that if you come out looking like that and somebody mess with you, it's not you, it's them? Because they're body shaming you? You ought to be ashamed. You ought to be ashamed to dock out your door looking like that. It is unsightly. Yes, you have a body, but you didn't ate yourself out of proportion. No proportion, no conduit. I'm not teaching self-hate to hate yourself. I'm teaching dignity, edification, and respect. Something that is a thing of the past. Back in the day, I don't care how old you are and what kind of dress, skirt you had on. What did you have up under it, ladies? And I said, ladies, you're doggone right. A slip. Whether it was a whole slip or a half a slip. A blue one, a black one, or a beige one. Mama, grandmama, auntie, big sister, big mama, little mama, you wasn't walking up out that house. Why? Because you're not showing ass and pussy. You're not showing that. I don't care how old you are or how old you were. If you had a wide ass and hips and you jiggling and shaking, big mama, mama, little mama, auntie, auntie, play mama, play sister, play whoever, you gonna put on the panty girdle. You ain't jiggling and shaking all around here. That's a thing of the past. You want it to jiggle and shake because you're not wearing no kind of undergarment, underwear. If I could show you young folks and some of you older ones too, how neat and sleek and firm and defined and lifted you would look with shapewear and undergarment, opposed to not having nothing and stuff is just. I see some men say they sick of that shit. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're working, then you ain't got to put on nothing because you're working. But if you're not working and you're not in that line of work, get you some undergarment. Get you some shapewear and look like a woman and not a whore. Woman, whore, woman. They both start with a W. you want to look like a woman. But if you working, like I say, I don't knock nobody working. I mean, you ain't got to put on nothing. But you nasty ass women with your male sons that appears to be under 13 and you dragging them along. Why? To show that somebody fucked you? Because you look nasty as shit with your fat ass and these little shorts and fat oozing out, and your ass that you think is an ass is really flat, and you trying to show puss, but your fupa is just hanging way over your pussy. But that's cute. That's sexy. But you got some men that like that fat, nasty shit. It turns them on. I got it. Because if you working, fine. That's an eyesore. And it just let me know the type of person you are. You're trying to, be trendy. They not the only ones that could do it. I could do it too, no matter what my size is. But like I say, it don't look good on skinny folks neither. It's like, what's happening to our black women? What happened to modesty? What happened to self-respect? And if you're out there looking for dick and attention, then my question is why? Because you're doing this to attract something. Somewhere along the line, you have attracted something. So where that at? It got what it wanted and left? Or are you one of them people where I dissed him, moving on to the next? Either way is disgusting. And you don't care who see your nasty ass. Older women, mature women, elders, kids, boys, you don't care. Why you don't care? Tell me why you don't care. Who hurt you? Who didn't love you coming up? What happened? Was your parents on crack or locked up or gave you away? Were you touched and fondled with? Do you need to be on medication? You got some psych issues? Something is wrong with you, because anybody that cares about themselves, despite what has happened to them, and they have self-respect for themselves. And you can get mad all you want, and you can call me all kind of bald head, fat ass. I don't give a shit. Because that's to be expected from folks like y'all. You know it's the truth. You heard it before. You feel some kind of way, and then you take it and flip it and put it on somebody else. Do as you please, but it don't bother me. Let me know why you doing it. And if you need some help, I'll help you to get some help. Until next time, love yourself, please. Take care of yourself, please. Until next time.